What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are doing fantastic. So Ross at tltg Reviews asked me about a date. Oh, no, he didn't actually ask me out on a date. No, I'm sorry. He tagged me in an episode. What fragrance I would wear on a date in the summer. What fragrance I would wear, that's the easy part. What would I actually do on a date in the summer? Well, if you want to know what I would do and what fragrance I would wear, then stay tuned. Roll that beautiful bean footage. What's going on, fragrance family, and welcome back to My Two Cents. My name is Brian, and this is the show all about boosting your confidence through the art of fragrance and becoming a lasting scent memory. A couple weeks ago, Ross over at tltg Reviews, he tagged me in an episode of what I would wear, and he got to choose what the situation and what season I would rock a certain fragrance. And he chose a date in the summer. The fragrance, that's the easy part. Now, what I would do as for a date, that's the challenge. Because for me, I like to spice things up. Not like, hey, let's just go to dinner, or hey, let's go to brunch. No, I like to do an all-day extravaganza. So we're not just going to be going over one fragrance, we're going to be going over 3 fragrances. But before we get into the fragrances, guys, I just want to let you all know that I just posted on the community tab a set schedule. Due to me having to take care of my pops and going to all of his physical therapy appointments, I'm not able to do as much. I don't want to get burnout. Number one priority is my family. Second up is my fragrance family. This is my outlet. I love getting in front of the camera and hanging out with you guys. But man, I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm just gonna be honest. And just so you know, if you're watching this episode, I will be posting on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So go check it out. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get into what are the chances of a guy like you and a girl like me ever getting together? 1 in a million? So you're saying there's a chance? Whiffs and sniffs. So like I said, the fragrance part of going on a date, that's the easy part. The tough part is, what am I gonna do on a date? We're gonna pretend like this is gonna be an all-day date extravaganza that I'm going on. And the first part of our day date would start by going out on a hike. It's Tennessee, it's the middle of summer, so it's gonna be hot. I need something that's gonna cut through the heat, but also be inoffensive and help make great memories. And the fragrance I would choose comes from Goldfield and Banks, and it's Bohemian Lime. And the reason I would pick Bohemian Lime is this. This is a memorable fragrance because if it's my first date, I'm not going to smell like any of her exes. Most of them probably are wearing all the usual suspects. Dior Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, Creed Aventus. Who knows? Goldfield and Banks will help set me apart. The main notes in it are going to be this beautiful, bright citrus, sweet and sour Australian finger lime. And what goes great with lime? Ginger. But there's no ginger in this. It has coriander in the place and playing the role of ginger. And that coriander does a really good job of adding this really nice spicy quality to it while taming down the sour aspects of the finger lime. And that nice bright citrus and spiciness lasts for quite some time. So as I'm trudging through the hills and the mountains of Tennessee, absorbing Mother Nature while holding her hand, putting my arm around her, she's gonna get wafts of this and I'm gonna become an amazing scent memory. Now, as this dries down, you're going to get some nice vetiver, you're going to get some nice Australian sandalwood, and some cedar. So you start smelling more like your surroundings. It'll start sitting closer to my skin. So as we're going through the hike and we start taking selfies together, we're looking out over the overlook, she's nuzzled up in my neck, she's going to smell me and be like, damn, you smell good. And not only that, this fragrance will last long enough to help segue me into our next endeavor. And our next endeavor is going to be brunch or lunch, depending on what day it is. If it's the weekend, brunch, most definitely. Mimosas, eggs Benedict, done, son. And the fragrance that I would wear is I want something that's going to layer nicely on top of the dried down Bohemian Lime. And the fragrance I would choose is Argos Pour Homme. Why I picked this fragrance is because it opens up with a really nice lime accord, and it's got this really nice cooling gin accord as well. So it's a little effervescent and bubbly and nice icy and cool with that gin. You're gonna get that nice citrusy lime, so this will layer on top of that Bohemian lime. But this also has some green facets flowing through it. You get some pine, you also get some nice aromatics, you get some sage, you get some lavender, and then it dries down nice and woody. Not a very loud fragrance, but it's one of those fragrances. She's gonna get wafts of it. She's gonna be like, man, he just smells really, really stinking good. And after we get done with brunch, after our mimosas have run out, after our meal's over, the adventure doesn't stop. I want to take her somewhere where we can get close to each other while still having fun. Argos Pour Homme is also a great fragrance because it's gonna last long enough for us to get to our next destination. And the next destination is, I wanna do something different. I want to bring that person closer to me, all while throwing axes. That's right, axe throwing. Man, if you have not done it, definitely take your significant other or just go by yourself, because axe throwing is freaking fun. If it goes well, it's gonna lead into dinner. If it doesn't go well, it's gonna be more like, I was afraid you were gonna leave me. You were afraid I was gonna cleave you? But if it goes well, it's a great way to get close to that person because you can teach them how to throw the axe. So that means you get in close, teaching them how to throw the axe. It's just like playing darts, but bigger, sharper objects. It's a lot of fun. And you can have some drinks while doing so, which doesn't actually make a lot of sense to me. So at this point, it's dried down. It's nice and woody. A little bit of those aromatic touches still flowing through it. But she's gonna be like, oh man, you smell sexy. It can definitely be dressed up, but it can also be buttoned down. I'm not saying white t-shirt. I'm talking nice Henley, nice pair of jeans or chinos. Remember guys, you gotta look good on your date. But after axe throwing's done, she hasn't thrown an axe into the side of your head, it's time to go get freshened up and get ready for dinner. So for dinner, doesn't matter if it's my first date or 100,000th date. I always like to find new places to eat, somewhere where you guys can have an experience and make a memory together. After I've showered, got suited up, I'm gonna spray on Xerjoff Naxos. Some might say this is better suited for the fall and winter. I enjoy wearing it in evening times during the spring and summer as well, because it's fresh enough to be able to wear in the hotter climates. Because you have this really nice lavender and bergamot up top. You have some beautiful cinnamon flowing through it to give it some spiciness. Then you have that beautiful honey tobacco. Beautiful, rich honey, dry tobacco. It's a fantastic fragrance that's gonna last through your date. It's not overpowering and overbearing. It's perfect in situations where you're sitting down, eating a nice steak, sharing a bottle of wine, talking about your day, talking about your week, getting to know each other better, and just enjoying each other's company. And it smells good enough to where she's probably gonna wanna skip dessert and make you dessert. Naxos is a fantastic fragrance. I'm not wearing the usual suspects. I'm not gonna wear the fragrances that every other guy's wearing because I wanna set myself apart. I wanna be unique. And I also wanna do that with my dates. I wanna always spice things up. I don't wanna become stagnant in my relationship. I don't want my dating life to become stagnant. So coming up with new options and new things to do will definitely benefit you and your significant other in the long run. Just like fragrances help create lasting scent memories, whatever you do for date night will also help with creating amazing memories. So there it is, guys. Those are the 3 fragrances that I would wear on my all-day extravaganza date with my significant other, with my newfound, hopefully soon-to-be significant other, who knows? All these fragrances will help me smell amazing, will get me through the day, they help boost my confidence, and will also make me an amazing scent memory. Ross, I really appreciate the tag, man. It was a lot of fun. Sorry it took me a couple weeks, but I really appreciate it, brother. But that is it for me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.